I am so dry. The most interesting opinion I have about playing the piano, for example, is probably it's fun. Okay, maybe I exaggerated it a little bit, but seriously, as time goes on, I became such a boring person. If I had a child, I would encourage them to have opinions on most things, be creative, and know a lot of general things. You know what? I think corporate life killed the part of me that cared about things. Before that, I used to love giving out my opinion, but that attracted so many people who were straight up exhausting to deal with, so I started caving in. Now, if someone were to ask me about most things, I would just give the most technical and concise response just to get it over with. Or maybe it's just my nature that I can't seem to ramble about stuff. Back in school, literature, which was and still my worst enemy, I would be required to write 200 words minimum essays. And I would struggle to get past like 100 words with more stuff to say. Anyways, literature at school is a joke to me since it's more about aligning with a specific line of thought rather than giving your own take, but that's a different topic. So let's actually sit with this for a second, because I think dry is doing a lot of heavy lifting as an excuse. Here's the thing, I don't actually run out of things to say, I run out of things I'm willing to say. There's a difference. Somewhere between school punishing me for having a take and corporate life rewarding me for not having one. I just optimized myself into a search engine. Ask me a question, I return the shortest valid answer, and I close the tab. No opinion attached, no risk, no follow-up question from someone who wants to unpack it with me for 45 minutes, let's say. And look, I get why I did that. Opinions are basically an invitation. The second you say, I think X, someone's ready to tell you why X is wrong, or worse, why X says something deeply concerning about your character. So the easiest move is to just not play, give the facts, skip the flavor, go home. It's efficient. It's also apparently why I currently sound like a Wikipedia summary of myself. The annoying part is that content creation runs on the exact opposite skill set. Nobody is subscribing to hear the most technically correct, minimum viable answer to how was your day. They want the tangent. They want the unnecessary details, the weird comparison, the little bit of unhinged commentary that has nothing to do with the actual topic, which, cool, is precisely the muscle I spent years actively atrophying. So I've been trying a dumb little exercise. Whenever I catch myself giving the corporate answer to something, I force myself to add one useless sentence after it. Doesn't have to be smart, doesn't have to be relevant, just more like the piano is fun, become the piano is fun, and also I'm convinced my neighbors have started associating me with the sound of mild suffering. It's not good writing, it's more than one sentence, which me in the past would consider a personal record. I also think there's something almost funny about circling back to a 200 words minimum problem as an adult, except now the minimum is set by an algorithm instead of a teacher. And instead of a grade, I get a view count. Same anxiety, different font. Anyway, I'm not going to pretend I fixed it. I clearly haven't. You're watching someone actively relearning how to have opinions in real time, which is a strange thing to admit on camera. But if nothing else, rambling badly on purpose still seems better than being technically correct and forgettable. So that's the plan for now. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed my rambling in the last few minutes. See you later.